Hey everyone, you're here with Laurie Studio X, and I'm going to give you guys a tutorial on how you can synthesize your own vinyl crackle noise for the background of your music. It's really simple to do, and it's very useful in lots of genres. Hip hop, there's a lot of hip hop that has the sort of vinyl noise in the background. Hard house, old school sort of rock music if you want to make like a psychedelic sort of song or whatever and have some crackle in the background, whatever you want to use it for. Anyway, it's nice and simple, and I worked this out a few years ago, and I'll just quickly jump straight in and show you how to do it. So all you really need is just a basic white noise wave shape. So you can either use a white noise sample if you have one, or you can just use a synth. Here's a basic little synth here I use all the time, 3OSC. And all we need is just a white noise wave shape there. So we'll turn these two oscillators off. So this isn't doing anything, this isn't doing anything, and just some white noise at the top. I'm not going to worry about the pitch when I put it on the piano roll. I'm just going to plonk down a note, doesn't matter where. As you can hear, it makes no difference with the pitch wherever it goes. And then all we need to do is give that an effects channel. So we click up here, go track, and now that's running to channel 2. So there's an inbuilt plugin with FL that's really great for creating this sort of vinyl crackle using a white noise wave shape. So if you open the Fruity Wave Shaper, there's a few presets in here that work really well for it, and I find the best, most common one I use is called Fuzzy 2. So if we run that, if we play that now and you listen to it with the wave shaper going, all it's really done is made it sound quieter, yeah? So if we turn the wave shaper off, it's a loud white noise, we turn it on, it's a quieter white noise. However, once you start pulling the volume back till it just sort of starts cutting out, it creates a sort of crackle. Like, have a listen to this. So we'll let it play, and what I'll do is I'll decrease the volume of the whole white noise until we get like a vinyl crackles. Now you can probably barely hear that, so I'll crank it up a bit afterwards, just with a blood overdrive or something, so you can hear it a bit more. Sometimes a bit of saturation makes it sound really nice like that. And depending where you sort of set the volume is how much it'll crackle. So there's barely any, lots of crackle, and then crackle as. So I like to set it sort of about, I don't know, about there-ish. So you're getting a bit of crackle, but it's not like insane, just like a real vinyl sort of does. Now, what also makes it sound more realistic and more vinyl is to have another one. So what we'll do is we'll clone this. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing with the white noise, but we're going to run this to another channel. So we'll go channel 3, I guess. And what we'll do is in channel 3 is we'll load another Fruity Wave Shaper. And we'll just chuck it on like Fuzzy 1, which is, or just Fuzzy as it's called. And what we'll do with this one is we'll do the same thing. We'll get the level right. So this one will just be more of a really quiet noise, whereas the other one's more of a crackle. So if we turn the crackle one off and we listen to this one, it's just a basic sort of very quiet white noise. And then when you mix the two together, you might have to turn this up a fair bit to hear what I'm talking about here, but between the two, and sometimes like once I've got it right, I'll run them both to their own specific channel. So route to this track only, channel 2, route to channel 4 as well, route to this track only. So that way both of them are running into the one channel, so I can just turn it up and down on channel 4. I think the other one should come down a bit, this white noisy one. Then you can EQ it, you know, make it sound really crispy. Take the low end out. There's not really much low end anyway, but you can completely sort of bypass that or make it a bit more windy, you know, whatever you want, less top end. And there's definitely a few other presets that you can use in the Wave Shaper that can do a similar effect, but once you start making some noise around that, it actually sounds pretty cool. So if we just like put that little sequence in the playlist. If you have it running through your whole song as you're making a song too, it'll definitely give it that sort of vinyl backingness. Backingness, just made up a word. Right. Let's just put in a loop for now, just like a drum loop. All right. Whatever. What have we got here? Just chuck in like some kind of a simple loop. Yeah, even that. Right. Now, we'll just go in and time stretch that. Looks like that is somewhere around 170 something BPM. We can even detect it. Here we go. Detect tempo, 175. There we go. So we can even do that. Go fit to tempo, 175 beats. Type in BPM, 175. All right, there we go. Now that can loop over. So we can put that little drum beat and loop it over. This is just an example so that you can hear what it sounds like with the vinyl running in the background. There we go. One more. So you can hear the vinyl in the background there. And then without the vinyl, with the vinyl. And then obviously you can adjust it accordingly if you want it louder, quieter, whatever you want to do. You can go crazy with it if you want to have it nice and loud. And it seems like, well, like in some of my other songs where I've done it, it seems to add, like it's maybe it's because it's running through the same master channel with everything else, and the little effects I've got on my master channel here, multi-band compressor and an overdrive. The Edison's just to record me, but it seems to just glue everything together quite nicely. Like I've got some other songs that I could show you where I've done this, put the vinyl sort of crackle in the background, and it actually works really, really well. It sounds like it's got like a real natural vinyl sound to the song. Yeah, it's just using synthesizers. Now, you can actually get plugins that replicate this. One of the good ones that I've found over the years, it's also free, I'm pretty sure, is Isotope Vinyl. And so if you go into an FX channel and you get Isotope Vinyl running, where is it? I've got it in here somewhere. You guys will probably spot it before me. There we go. All right. So Isotope Vinyl can just create that naturally. So if you go mechanical noise, and it's also got like wear and electronic noise if you want. I find it sounds really good when you put the mechanical noise on a little bit of scratch, but then also set the year to be like, really old school. See, that sounds like quite a nice vinyl as well. So I mean, and this is just one of many plugins that can do that as well. Like you can actually get specific plugins just like Isotope Vinyl to replicate vinyl quality. This one I've used a lot over the years, but I don't know, it's just fun also synthesizing them. And if you've got a basic white noise wave shape, that's how you do it. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll have some more tutorials soon. I just thought you'd find that interesting, so you can make your own synthesized vinyl crackle. And again, if you've got some cool ways of doing it yourself, let us know in the comments. And yeah, love you all, and hope you've had a great Christmas, and hope you have a wicked New Year. From Studio X. See ya.